And here we go, everybody. Good evening. Let me pop myself up on the screen. There we are. Hello. Carson Meredith with you on this Saturday night. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend's been off to a good start. Hopefully you were able to dodge those little sprinkles that were out there earlier today. All in all, things are looking pretty quiet. Haven't been able to say that in a while, right? Still got a couple of things that we'll talk about tonight. First of which is the rain chances for tomorrow, which do appear to be dropping a little bit, which is a good sign. But the big story, at least in my opinion, is going to be some heat. Ready for summer? It's going to be here next week, about a week from now. And we're going to talk about just how toasty it might be here as the evening progresses. All right, let's see who's chiming in. Weather Geek says, good evening. Hope all is well. Weather Geek on YouTube. Michael says, hello. Hello from South Bend. G-Bro always watching us on YouTube from South Bend. If you have any more comments as the evening goes on, let me know. I can see every last one of those comments on all of our platforms. All right, let's jump right into it. I don't want to keep you all too long tonight because, again, things are fairly quiet over the next 10 days. That's been the view that a lot of you have seen today. Downtown Louisville right now shows that cloudy sky. And the dry air really won out today as expected. There was a pretty good cluster of storms out in Missouri and Kansas last night. It tried to make its way into wave country, and we knew it would weaken. We weren't worried about storms, but we thought there'd be a few showers around, and there was, but a lot of that dry air kind of ate up that rain before it really moved in. So a lot of us stayed dry today despite the cloud cover, and that cloud cover kept us in the 70s today. Our current temperature is 76 here in Louisville right now. We got up to 78 at the airport, so still below average. And as far as the temperatures are concerned, looks like we'll stay slightly below average for another 3 days. So enjoy the next 3 days if you're not a fan of that summer heat, okay? There's been a couple of peaks of blue, especially across Kentucky this evening. Not too many. Let's see. Might be a little bit of blue showing up in Carroll County. So if you're up near Carrollton, you might get some breaks. Taylor County, that sun's trying to break through. But more than anything else for the rest of the evening and overnight tonight, it's going to be that mostly cloudy sky. But if you have any evening plans, no need to get the umbrella. Radar is quiet. The last little pocket of showers is moving into Lexington as we speak. There you see it's basically right on top of I-75. Hopefully that's not delaying the UK baseball game. The super regional round is underway. Even if it is, it won't last long. It's probably just a few sprinkles more than anything else. But yeah, radar is going to be nice and quiet as we go through the rest of the evening and overnight tonight. But with those clouds holding tough, it's going to keep things a little mild, a little warmer than what we saw last night. A lot of you got down into the 50s last night. We'll be a good 10 degrees warmer than that tonight. I got 67 for our forecast low here in the city. And you see that 20% chance for a few isolated showers. Now, that is not necessarily for this evening, as in through midnight tonight. It's actually for early tomorrow morning, closer to sunrise. And that kind of leads me into our first big talking point tonight, which is that shower chance for Sunday. We got a cold front moving through tomorrow. And the big question, at least the last couple of days, has been just how far north will that rain shield go, if you will. We knew this cold front was going to move southeast, and that still appears to be the case. But just how much rain would move into wave country. And we've got some pretty good clarity now on how all of that is going to shake out tomorrow. I do not think tomorrow is a washout. In fact, a lot like today, there's a good chance that a lot of you stay dry tomorrow all day. So once again, do not cancel your outdoor plans. Just keep the Wave Weather app handy. You can track any showers that might pop up nearby as the day unfolds. Here's the big picture across the Midwest at the moment, or the East Coast stretching into the Midwest, I should say. And I want to draw your attention to that severe thunderstorm watch in southern Missouri. with one little severe thunderstorm warning already up just southeast of Kansas City. So as the evening goes on, there's going to be a cluster or pockets of thunderstorms that develop out in Missouri. And as this cold front out near Kansas City moves to the south and east, that'll bump up our rain chances just a little bit. Now, again, the big question is going to be just how far north will that rain go tomorrow? All right. In general, it looks like this zone. So western Kentucky up towards or down towards Nashville, rather, Chattanooga, Tennessee. That zone that I just circled is where we'll have the better rain chances and maybe a few thunderstorms as well. Any storms that we see out in Missouri tonight, they're going to fall apart before they get even anywhere close to us. So we don't have to worry about severe weather. But the question is, can that rain get up to Louisville? Can it get up to southern Indiana? And there's the chance. But in general, things are looking drier tomorrow. So that is a good sign. Comments are quiet tonight. You guys good? We don't have any severe weather to talk about, right? All right, here's the rain chances for Sunday. Just kind of a general view. Find your town, find your county on the map, and see whether you got lower or higher rain chances on Sunday, okay? So southern Indiana, let's just do a broad brush. Everybody that's watching us in southern Indiana, everybody. There's a low-end chance for a couple of spotty showers probably before you wake up tomorrow morning. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then you're probably done with the rain for the day. So that's it for southern Indiana. Here are the metro. Main rain chance, if any, would be a few spotty showers early in the day. As we get closer to noon tomorrow, we're in pretty good shape here at Louisville. The main zone that we're watching for rain in general, as well as maybe a few rumbles of thunder, is south of the Western Kentucky and Bluegrass Parkways. So that brighter green zone right here. Breckinridge County, let's just say Hardin County, E-Town points south in particular, down towards Glendale, Sonora, Litchfield, Mumfordville, Greensburg, Campbellsville, Lebanon, Columbia. If you live near any of those towns, you have the slightly better chance to see showers. Say that 10 times fast. And maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. As far as the timing, I still think the better rain chances will be in the morning down in central southern Kentucky, but we can't rule out maybe some lingering showers into the early afternoon. So that's just kind of the general view of tomorrow's rain chances. The further south you are, the slightly higher those rain chances will be. If you're up here towards Louisville, Shelbyville, LaGrange, Newcastle, Kentucky, Bedford, Carrollton, and anybody in southern Indiana could have a few isolated showers in your sunrise tomorrow. Then you should be good to go for the rest of the day. Let's see. Diana's watching on YouTube. I need it to be dry in the afternoon, so looking good for her in Clarksville. That's right, Diana. Yeah, looking pretty good in Clarksville. Once we get past, let's say 8 or 9 o'clock, just be safe. Past 8 or 9 a.m., no issues at all. So, yeah, definitely not a washout tomorrow, okay? Joe says, will the rain calm down in the afternoon? In general, it should, yes. There could still be some lingering showers in that bright green zone that you see on the map. But for the most part, most of this rain is winding down as we go through the afternoon. Nancy's asking about Adair County in Columbia. Yeah, you could see some rain near sunrise, as early as sunrise tomorrow morning down in Adair County. And because you're in that brighter green zone on this map, we'll keep that chance for some showers through the early afternoon for the most part. There could be a few rumbles of thunder. I don't want to totally discount that. But Savannah just asked the question. Any severe weather? No. So there might be some thunder, especially down in central southern Kentucky. But nothing severe is expected. If we do have any issues tomorrow, it's going to be heavy downpours. So that's the main thing we'll watch. But quite honestly, I'm not overly concerned about that either. The greater threat for really any kind of messy weather, heavy rain, wind, severe weather, whatever, it's down in Tennessee and Alabama tomorrow. So let's go through Futurecast. I'll give you a better visual of this, okay? Here's midnight. That cluster of storms that I just showed you is trying to get going in Missouri. Here's what's left of it. Whoops, hit the wrong button. There we go. What's left of that cluster of storms in Missouri moves into western Kentucky around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And you see, for the most part, it's just plain rain, okay? That trend continues. We go towards 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe starting to see a few raindrops in Grayson County, Hart County, down in Adair County, where Nancy was asking about a few minutes ago. But at the same time, directly along the cold front that is sagging south, you've got this little line of showers developing in central Indiana. And that's where our friends in Indiana will have their rain chance on Sunday. Okay, so kind of got little 1-2 action going on. Two pieces of energy giving us the rain chances for Sunday. One to the south, one to the north. So let's keep going here. This is 6 o'clock in the morning. You notice how scattered this activity is. Some of you, again, may not see much of anything, if anything, tomorrow. But in general, around 6 a.m., around sunrise, when we're coming on the air for our Sunday morning newscast, the cold front will be right in there. Paoli, Salem, Madison, Scottsburg, stretching down towards Jasper. Now, there's been also some question as to whether or not we get any pop-ups that develop ahead of the cold front. So you got the front up in Indiana. Will we see any downpours in this zone across central Kentucky? It's possible. I'm not going to rule it out, but it won't be severe. The main issue would be, like we talked about earlier, just heavy downpours, okay? So that's 6 a.m. Here's 9 o'clock. Southern Indiana, nice and dry. Good to go past 9 a.m. in southern Indiana. Louisville, LaGrange, Shelbyville, all likelihood you're done with the rain around 9 a.m. as well. But you still notice that there's some lingering showers and downpours in our central and southern Kentucky counties. And that's going to be the case through the morning hours. See those showers still, mainly to our south, through about noon. And then we start to dry things out. I don't expect to see showers still in wave country at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I think most of this stuff is out of here for all of us sometime in the afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock. Further north you are, the earlier you'll be done with the rain, probably in the morning. Down south, might have to wait a little longer into the afternoon tomorrow. And as we go through the evening, that's it. So that is the storyline for our rain chances on Sunday, okay? And we mentioned this is all thanks to a cold front. And once that cold front moves through, my friends, it is going to feel very comfortable for the early part of this new work week. Look at this, Monday. This is Monday. High temperatures in the mid-70s with a decent bit of sunshine. Is it going to be a full blue sky? Probably not, but we'll have a lot of blue sky still, a lot of sunshine, just a few clouds around too. Still just a gorgeous start to the week ahead. And then we slowly start to turn up that heat. Monday looks comfortable. Tuesday looks comfortable. But as we get towards the middle of next week, and especially this time next week, so next weekend, here it comes. Definitely looking like our first heat wave of the year. Starting on Thursday of next week. That's where we start those high temperatures at 90 degrees. Remember, in case you didn't notice this, or know this rather, a heat wave is when you've got at least 3 straight days with highs 90 or higher. So that forecast you see definitely qualifies for a heat wave. 90 Thursday, 91 Friday and Saturday, 92 next Saturday, or next Sunday, I should say, for Father's Day. So certainly going to be a toasty Father's Day this year, it appears. And then the following Monday, 93. Now, something we'll have to keep in mind as this heat wave builds in is our grounds are so incredibly saturated from all the rain we've had this spring, right? And it's really hard when you've got a ground as saturated as what we have now to really heat things up. We don't really see triple digit actual temperatures in wave country unless we are bone dry in a drought. So that could affect just how hot it gets with this heat wave. So that's why we're being a little cautious with these high temperatures. There's some forecast models spitting out 94, 95, 96 for a few days next week. We're not ready to go there just yet because the ground is so saturated that kind of keeps that heat in check just a little bit. But it's still going to be hot next week, okay? Starting on Thursday, going through Father's Day weekend, and likely into that following week as well. What does that mean for rain chances, of course? Glad you asked. Here comes the 10-day, and you'll see those rain chances are pretty low, if not zero. Once we get past tomorrow's showers and that cold front moves through, we are totally dry Monday and Tuesday. I've got 10% chances Wednesday through Saturday. There's little disturbances here or there that we got to watch. So I kept the tiny shower chance for the second half of the week just to be safe. We can probably take those out as we get closer in time. But if you're looking for those pop-up storms that we always see this time of year, that doesn't come into play until next weekend. For Father's Day, don't cancel plans at all. We're still 8 days away, right? A lot's going to change. But the trend suggests that starting Father's Day next Sunday, we're going to have more of those pop-up downpours around. And that trend will likely continue into that following week. But all in all, guys, this is a very quiet weather pattern for the next 10 days. And I think we can all be thankful for that, right? It's the quietest 10-day I think we've had since I started working at Wave back in January. But again, we're not going to complain about that too much. All right, run through the comments here. Savannah, we asked about severe weather. I don't see it tomorrow. Nope. Any severe weather in general coming soon? Nothing organized. No big outbreaks. Nothing like that at all. When you get those pop-up storms as we head into next weekend and then the following week, if you lived here long enough, those pop-up storms could briefly have some gusty wind. But that's about it. I really don't see anything organized as far as severe weather is concerned, which is a good thing. We're starting to get out of that peak season, right? We can still have severe weather any time of year. We all know that. But as far as the worst of it, we are moving out of that peak as we go deeper and deeper into June. Nancy says, thanks for remembering us in Adair County. Of course. Adair County is just as important as Jefferson County, Kentucky, and all the other counties we serve. We take care of every last one of you. That's our job. That's what we're here for. We, of course, appreciate you guys watching down in Adair County. Savannah says the Bullitt County Fair is Monday. Well, there you go. Great activity. I didn't even realize that. Heading out there Monday should be just fine. Upper 70s, mix of sun and clouds. Really, really nice. You don't get those kind of days in June very often. Braden says, do you think this heat wave will warrant alert days? I don't at this point. The heat index values, they're going to be up there for sure. And you got to take it easy. Especially with the first heat wave of the season. I've always noticed this. Doesn't matter where I live. The first heat wave of the season always kind of wears on you more because you're getting used to that heat, right? Kind of like how the first cold snap of the fall or winter kind of gets you, So definitely want to take it easy late next week into the following weekend. We could see heat index numbers mid upper 90s, like 96, 97. I'm not going to rule that out. But I don't see any alert days at this point for heat. That can obviously change, but right now it's going to be hot, but not dangerously hot. Still need to take it easy, but I don't see any triple digit feels like temperatures, if that makes any sense. Hopefully Hopefully we can keep it that way because I do not like the heat, my friends. I cannot wait for fall already. It's June. I want it to be October now. If only we could, that'd be great. Nancy says, I like the way you explain the weather. Well, thank you, Nancy. Very kind of you. Just like to keep it simple. That's all you guys want to know. Lamar, do you think West Louisville will get a lot of rain tomorrow? I do not, Lamar. I do not expect a whole lot of rain for not just West Louisville, but any part of the metro. The main chance for rain tomorrow here in Louisville is around sunrise, 5, 6, 7 a.m. And even then, it's just a few spotty showers. After we get past 8 or 9 o'clock, I think Louisville is good to go for the rest of the day. Might be a little cloudy. We might have to wait a while for the clouds to clear out as the cold front moves away from us. But aside from those showers early tomorrow morning, Lamar, I think things will be just fine here in Louisville on Sunday. Savannah says, thanks for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love this job. Diana says, I'm in agreement about fall. Thank you, Diana. I posted the return of the 90s on our social media platforms earlier tonight, and it's been interesting looking at all the comments of who's ready for the heat and who is in my camp and is not ready for the heat. It's just the beginning. You know, we've been kind of lucky this year. We've only had, I think, one day at 90 degrees just in Louisville. But outside of Louisville, everybody's been in the 80s all year. Pretty rare to only have one day at 90. And it's what, June 8th? So it's been nice so far. But I think we're going to make up for it here pretty soon. Lamar says, I can't wait for winter. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Fall, winter, bring it on. I don't like the snow part, but the cold part, yeah, that's always fun, at least for me. Okay, gang, that's it. Nice, mostly quiet. Most of the rain chances and tomorrow are slim, but if you're down in central and southern Kentucky, we'll have a few showers around through the morning, maybe into the early afternoon. So if you live in E-Town, Litchfield, Greensburg, Mumfordville, those communities, keep the umbrella handy tomorrow. Here in Louisville, southern Indiana, we'll have a couple of showers very early in the morning near sunrise, 5, 6, 7 a.m., and then we'll be good for the rest of the day. And then we turn our attention to that nice weather to start off the week, and then the heat wave builds in by the end of next week. That is going to do it for tonight. I'll leave you with the 10-day earliest alert. I will be back on your television screens on Wave News at 11. Make sure you tune in. If not, we'll be here tomorrow morning on Sunrise, of course, and we'll be back here in the Wave Weather Now studios to give you another update on that heat that is on the way about a week from now. Appreciate you watching as always, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you on TV tonight at 11. You have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.